This is Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
Good evening, everybody. You are looking live at Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio, Texas on the north side. It's week 3 of Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights. Tonight, it's the 2-0 South San Bobcats against the 2-0 John Jay Mustangs. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the broadcast booth. I'm Don Harris with my broadcast partner, Chuck Mikatinik. We've been fired up about this one since we made the schedule back in the spring. These two teams, along with Southwest, battled it out down to the wire last year for the district championship. And, Chuck, here we go, week 1 of district play, and it's a battle of heavyweights.
It really is. You know, as the old ball coach would say, ooh-wee, right? This is the third week in a row, Don. We come into this ball game with 2 unbeaten teams. John Jay, a phenomenal year last year. To your point, South San, they won 8 ball games after winning 2 ball games the year before that. These are 2 coaches that are very familiar with one another. They're 2 old buddies. The massive respect both have for how they run a program is off the charts. We got a District 14 5A tilt, and right off the bat, we got the 2 big dogs going at it tete-a-tete tonight.
Yeah, and the coaches will tell you it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Willies and the Joes, and they've got some studs. Braden Booth, the defensive end from South San, has the offers from the big boys.
He sure does. So this is a young guy that actually grew up, would have been in the West Campus system, but when West Campus dissolved, he ends up at South San, and boy, are they grateful for that. Listen to this, Don. This guy's got Ole Miss. He's got Stanford. He's got over a dozen D1 offers right now. Better yet, this guy's just a junior. That list is only going to grow. Apparently, his motor is off the charts, and we are really blessed to watch this guy go tonight, start to finish.
UTSA scout here tonight down on the sidelines. Meanwhile, for the John Jay Mustangs, it's also a defensive star, and that's Kyle Jackson.
Well, so Kyle Jackson is a man of many, many talents and many, many great traits. This guy might be the most sophisticated guy in the building tonight. He plays the upright bass. He's on the robotics team. This young man has got a GPA that is off the charts. His goal to play football at MIT when he graduates. We'll get into his story as the night goes on.
I didn't even know they had football at MIT. It's going to be fun tonight. South San and John Jay. When we come back, it's our Gomez Law Firm. Keys to the game. Stick around. We're going to have a good one tonight.
This is Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
We are closing in on kickoff. Gomez Law Firm, keys to the game. We start with those Bobcats from South San. Chuck, what are the keys for Coach Phil Barron?
Well, Coach Barron's got one heck of a running game with South San, but they might be a little thin at that spot tonight. However, they still want to establish the run. It's what they do. Secondly, they want to prevent not just one turnover, they want to prevent them all. No turnovers for South San. They got to be clean there. And then they've got 2 elite level defensive ends at South San, so they want to get after the QB.
We spoke with Coach Barron earlier this week.
You know, we're 2-0, they're 2-0, and they've got a really good ball club over there. Coach Gutierrez has done a great job. And so it's a rematch from last year. And, you know, I think the boys are excited for it and, you know, ready to play John Jay for the second round, and both being 2-0. So hopefully the result's a little bit different this year.
John Jay Mustangs are 2-0 again. Coach Gary Gutierrez has really built a winner. Chuck, what are their keys tonight?
Well, first off, they too want to not have any turnovers, right? They've got to be clean. This Jay team is very young, so it'll be very, very important for them to secure the football tonight. Also, they really want to suspend South San's momentum. This is a team that is red hot from last year, and they're off to a great start already. So they expect to get a lot of South San early, hopefully to withstand the momentum. And then they, too, want to be able to run the football.
Well, it's the District 14 5A district opener. The winner here tonight has a leg up as we start the district schedule. When we come back, we'll have our national anthem, and we'll kick it off from Gustafson Stadium on Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights. It is time for our national anthem. Let's go down to our public address announcer, Calvin Buckholz.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio. Game Time Weather is sponsored by Beluga Air.
That's right, time for our Beluga Air Game Time weather. It's 93 degrees, wind out of the east at 6 miles an hour. It's clear. It's a beautiful night for football. Big shade going over the field now. Even when you're standing out there in the sunshine, I guess with low humidity, it was not brutal. So we've got a great night for football here at Gustafson Stadium. The John Jay Mustangs will take the ball first as it's time for the Good Feet Store kickoff. And South San will be doing the honors. Octavio Castillo, the kicker, and Brennan Oliver back with a couple of his teammates. And we are underway. Oliver's going to let it bounce at the one and go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And your John Jay Mustangs will have the football. John Jay led by quarterback Tajari Wellington. He was all-district a year ago. 5'11", 185 so far this season, 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oliver, who I just mentioned, number 5, who was going to return that kick, is their leading rusher with 185 yards in the first couple of games, 2 touchdowns as well. And they've got some very dynamic receivers, including Jaden Cassiano, who's got 7 catches for 78 yards and 2 scores. So they come out in a little swinging gait.
Gotta like it. Well, something for the audience at home to kick this one off.
Miles Gutierrez, the backup quarterback, is behind center. And you see number 2 on the far side of the field. That's Tajari Wellington, the starter. So 2 quarterbacks out here in this swinging gate formation. Instead, they'll hand it off. It's what looked like a 6-man game. And a big play right away for Brennan Oliver. And South San's going to have to try to figure out how to stop this. and how they're going to play this.
Trying to get Oliver as much as possible into the open field, and he's got a gash play to start this ball game.
Yeah, you got 5 on 4 on this side of the field. You may go right back to it. And they do. And he's got another huge game, and he's gone. Brendan Oliver gets tripped up. Great tackle right at the 31-yard line. Thought that was going to go the distance, but Isaiah Hines with some good speed to get the shoestring.
So a lot of looks here early for South San to try to have to digest. I don't know how you pivot quickly when you're seeing something for the first time possibly. And John Jay has come out with all the tricks to start this district opener, or at least some of them.
It's a rush max first down as they go into more traditional set here with Tajari Wellington under center. He's still got Oliver with him. Fakes to him, throws the out route. A good tackle right there, good coverage by the John Jay Mustangs. Number 18 there in on the tackle, and that is Joshua Cepeda.
Yeah, Cepeda doing an outstanding job. That there was a guy out there trying to block him, but Cepeda just blew right through his block and ended up making a really nice play there. Really big DB out there.
Khalil Broussard is the veteran senior leading that offensive line. I told you about the skill guys, including Wellington here. Looks left, now hands off. Oliver, nice cutback. And he is brought down across the 25, down to the 24-yard line. As we take a look at the South San defense, Noah Mendez, number 1, the safety, a returning all-district player, as is defensive end Josiah Cerda. And then we've told you about Braden Booth, number 9. He's the big Division I recruit, and you can see why just by passing the eye test there. He's wearing the electric neon shoes. Third down and short, we'll call it 4 for Wellington. Goes to Oliver right up the middle. He's going to be short of the line to gain. Going to be 4th down and about a long 1.
He's already changing up the personnel here on this particular play, and here we go.
Going back to the swinging gate with Miles Gutierrez, the sophomore.
I've never seen this. Have you? This often? This early?
Not this often.
Drive?
We ran this in the 7th grade at Eisenhower on extra points. But yes, if anything, it forces Barron to use a timeout here to figure out how you're going to defense this. And we'll take it with them. John Jay on the move. It's 4th and 2 for the Mustangs when we come back. We are back at a football game where a chess match is broken out, as Gary Gutierrez's John Jay Mustangs have come out in this run and shoot formation. Little switch here. He's got Wellington playing quarterback on this side and Gutierrez now on the other. Same look though, and he fires the slant, got a man open and it's dropped. It was intended for Victor Baldwin. They had a touchdown there, thrown a little bit behind him, but still catchable. And that was on 4th down, and so there's a turnover on downs here, and the Bobcats will take over.
What an unbelievable first drive for John Jay. Did everything but make this last connection. I mean, they had South San utterly confused from start to finish. Yeah, the ball a little thrown behind, but infinitely catchable to your point. However, still something to build on for John Jay. That was a very impressive first drive to start district play, no doubt.
So here come the Bobcats. They too are 2-0 on the year. Anthony Mata is their senior quarterback. 14 of 27 for a 52% completion percentage this season, 255 yards and 3 touchdowns. He'll keep it to the outside, and he's roped down right on the edge. Chris Balderas, the junior linebacker rather, 22 tackles on the year, brings him down, and we've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, I wonder if somebody thought they saw that the helmet was pulled off there, but I don't know if it just didn't pop off when his head hit the ground. We'll see.
Went high on the tackle. I don't know that he face masked. Maybe a horse collar is what they'll call. Take another look at it. He tackled him by his head. Whether he grabs the actual face mask or not, I don't think is necessarily relevant.
Yeah, tough call to call. Bang, bang.
So it's a
Here
first
we are.
down.
Good break for South San to start the ball game.
Rush Max first down for the Bobcats. Mata sends a man in motion. Keeps himself again off left tackle, still on his feet across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Gain of 6 as you take a look at the South San Bobcat offense. Arturo Lockie, the left guard, is a senior. They are senior-led with Ryan Quiroz up front, and Malachi Cruz, the right tackle, number 71, is a all-district performer from a year ago. Alex Trevino, their best threat at running back, is not in. Carlos Arenas in his place, number 27. Here's a keep by the backup, Jacob Cepeda, the sophomore. And he picks up a couple. It'll be third down and short as we look at the John Jay defense. They're led up front by Waldarius Cook, who's just a sophomore. And Kyle Jackson, who we told you about, you're going to learn a lot about him tonight. He's our scholar athlete, and he's just an amazing human being. And a good football player, number 24 in the middle of your screen. Third down and 1. Cepeda hands inside, and it's a Rush Max first down for the backup running back, Carlos Arenas, in for Trevino, who's got an ankle sprain and will likely be held out of this one completely.
Yeah, they're not wanting for size back there, that's for sure. As you see, 32 run off the field right now. That's our fullback, Jerry Trevino. I mean, that dude looks like a load too. So South San's size is measurable.
Ethan Segura splits wide right. They'll hand inside and bouncing it, and now not bouncing it because of a good tackle up front by Noah Allen of the John Jay Mustangs. He was there with Waldarius Cook, the sophomore.
Yeah, Noah Allen. They got DeLuna up there, Ivan Molina. Got some newbies up there, but that's the one thing Gutierrez has done a really nice job in. It doesn't matter who's here and who leaves. It seems like they're just being able to keep that train rolling down the tracks, no sweat.
Brief stoppage here for injury. We're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
We are back, and you're noticing again our band can back again this season. This year sponsored by Gautier Formal Dresses. Kids having a great time, spirit groups. Second and 11 for the Bobcats. Bring the fullback in motion. They run behind him. He gets to the line of scrimmage and maybe a gain of 1. That's Carlos Arenas.
Kyle Jackson coming up. Guy plays both ways for John Jay, 24. Really good gap integrity right there. One of those guys that are shooting the gap on the John Jay side. And now we'll put South San behind the sticks a little bit here on third down.
Looks like it's about third down and 10. Wide right goes Noah Mendez. 4 wide, 2 right, 2 left. It's the backup, Jacob Cepeda, lining up at quarterback. And he's hit as he throws. That ball's incomplete. That's the official we got from the referee, not a fumble. And it was your man, Kyle Jackson, who got there and hit him right as he was ready to release the football.
Yeah, I didn't see who got him, because I was trying to see whether it was going to be a pass or if it was a fumble, but it looked to me, naked eye, that it was a pass, and sure enough, but yeah, man, 24 getting back there again and making a nice play. Outstanding by Kyle Jackson.
So the Bobcats will punt it away. The punter, same as the kicker, Octavio Castillo. He gets it off. Pretty good kick. Takes a South Sand bounce. Will it stop short of the goal line? It does, and a good recovery. They flip the field. Heck of a punt by that young man, and Jay will be backed up their own 8-yard line when we come back.
Welcome back to Gustafson Stadium, Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We do have the aforementioned Mr. Little Caesar himself and Zach Christ, the general manager of one of our local stores here in San Antonio, joining us. You guys are the name sponsor of TNL this season. Why did you guys choose to give back to the community in this way?
Little Caesars, we love our family. We love giving back to our community, and who doesn't love pizza, man?
I mean, pizza. I'm just going to get that in all broadcasts. Also, speaking of community, former band director here at John Jay, so that's pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, taught color guard and all that here in Northside and at John Jay for a couple years, and moved on to Little Caesars.
Awesome. So how can people get their game day favorites, and maybe if they're sitting at home for the CW right now, need to order some pizza, how can they do it?
Yeah, you can use our Little Caesars app, order it for delivery or pickup. I know we're all busy with football games and tailgate, make our life a little easier. Why not just order on the app?
Absolutely. And so you guys brought something that you guys are showing off a little bit, the cheesesteak pizza, cheesesteak puffs. Let's show everyone a little bit and what goes into this.
We got our cheesesteak puffs here, and then we got this delicious cheesesteak pizza that's got our new garlic sauce with cheese, mushrooms, jalapenos, and green peppers on there for us.
All right, you told me you like the puffs more, so you go for a puff. I'm going to go for a pizza here. Caesar's going to help me out. I'm going to number one in innovation, ASU. Hold on. There we go. This is how we do things at Arizona State. Here we go. Cheers. Wonderful. Guys, I brought pizza up to you the last couple weeks. I don't know if you're getting any today. Sorry. Back to you.
I wouldn't blame you. We'll have to get with Kyle Jackson, who's going to MIT to grade you on your ASU innovation, putting the microphone there in the shirt. I think he might approve.
That's right. We may have to get pizzas, though, written into our contract if Matt's going to be bullish on the pies. Well done, Matthew.
I think I had enough last week for the season. 3rd down and 8 for the John Jay Mustangs. And they go real wide here with the 4 receivers. Over the middle. That ball was jumped and broken up. Good coverage back there by the South San secondary. Noah Mendez, the all-district safety, making a play.
Well, he sure did. You talk about jumping on top of that one. Went right to the ball. Got the angle and got the PBU. Nice job.
Almost had the pick. It was right there. So John Jay backed up. Maybe kicking close to their own goal line here. And so you would think that South San would have really good field position coming out of this transition. Mendez back to receive. Standing at the J45. High kick, short. It's going to bounce around the 30. Checks up, and South San's going to have great field position at the John Jay 31. No score, 3:34 to go here in the first as district play is underway in 14 and 5A. Welcome back, Gustafson Stadium, the site of Week 3's Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights contest. Jay and South San knotted up at 0. 3:33 to go here in the first quarter. Been a defensive battle, some interesting offensive plays. John Jay running a swinging gate. And now it's the Bobcats' turn to drive with Jacob Cepeda. He's just a sophomore. It's a rush max first down for him. He'll keep it himself, running left. Got some good blocking over there. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, the size of South San's offensive line is really incredible. And yet John Jay, they're hanging right in there. I mean, they're getting guys flying to the ball and doing a really good job to this point of slowing down that Bobcat running attack.
2nd down and 9. Gonna throw it. One-on-one coverage deep. Just underthrown. Good coverage down there by the corner for the John Jay Mustangs. That's Wallace Wellington. We've seen Wallace play both sides of the football. Does a good job of holding up. A little bit of contact, but not enough for the penalty. So it's 3rd down and long for South San after a short run and an incompletion.
Yeah, I wonder if at the part of the field, too, if they don't pick up the 1st down, maybe think about going for it here on 4th down on this side of the field.
Carlos Arenas, the back, with Jacob Cepeda. We've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout. South San wants to talk it over here on 3rd down. Phil Barron, the 3rd. You're looking at him. He's done a great job, Chuck, there at South San in a short period of time.
Went to school there, was their old running back, Phil Barron. Yeah, this guy, he's tough as nails, and I really like talking to him, man. I get fired up just listening to him talk about his love for the game, and it's always been that way, you know. Wanted to be a player, he was, played at the next level, did a good job there, and just a coach that loves what he does and loves teaching, and, you know, may have been a little bit on the hot seat before last year, but it took some time, you know, post-COVID to get things squared away over there, put the heat on himself, and boy, they flipped it pretty quick. I mean, this thing looks like it's set up for years to come, the way they've got it going there. I mean, some of his very best players, as we mentioned at the top, underclassmen.
During the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. So here we go, 3rd down and 9 for the Cats. Cepeda with the man in motion, rolls right, wants to throw it, does, and that ball is almost intercepted. Good coverage over there by both Kyle Jackson and the other linebacker, Chris Balderas, the junior.
Sure was. I mean, Jay, these guys, you can tell they've been coached up, right? Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, read the play, and then you got guys breaking on the ball, and really not a true throwing lane to get that completion in. And here we go with South San going for it, at least it appears that they are here on 4th down.
Yeah, it's that part of the field where might as well. Pressure coming, and he's going to go down. John Jay brought the house. It was Angel Flores, the first one there, the senior. Had a sack and a half coming in, and he's got himself another. He had help, too, from a couple of his friends.
Got a lot of first-time starters on this Jay defense, and Flores coming through and making a play. It's fascinating to see that, you know, John Jay, for the most part, pretty young, but even their seniors are guys that are really getting a chance to show what they can do for the first time. 8 making a play right there.
Well, Darius Cook and Noah Allen there to help him clean it up. And so we flip it on downs. 1st down and 10. A rush max 1st down for the Mustangs. 2:44 to play, scoreless 1st quarter. Run that zone read. I think he wanted to hand it, but Brendan Oliver didn't take it from him, and so Tajari Wellington just stumbles back to the line of scrimmage, goes ahead for a gain of 1.
Talk it over with his coach here, see what they want to do on 2nd down.
Nicholas Balderrama with the tackle.
Plenty of time on the play clock, but you don't see that very often. Then again, what John Jay's done here tonight, you don't see very often, right? Run that swinging gate predominantly down the field to start the ball game, and darn near made it look really good there at the end.
2nd down and 9. They'll run the option. They'll pitch it. Trying to get outside is the young Gutierrez, Miles, and he is brought down after maybe another gain of 1. Good pursuit by the Bobcat defense.
Yep, sideline to sideline right here. Wellington stretching it out. Waited just a tick longer. He picked up a couple.
Good pursuit by Noah Mendez. He's called his name a few times tonight. 3rd down and 8. Gutierrez comes to the sidelines.
Shout out to South San, too. They had their guys where they were supposed to be on that last defensive play.
4 wide for Tajari Wellington. He's going to throw it, going deep, one-on-one down there, and that ball is knocked down, almost picked off, guess who? Noah Mendez. From sideline to sideline, made the tackle on the other side of the field on the last play, and then the safety coming over to break that up. Flag down.
Thought John Jay may have moved a tick too soon before the snap, but let's see.
Almost picked that off one hand. Excellent athleticism by Mendez.
Yeah, he plays on both sides of the ball and almost made the remarkable one-handed pick.
So the officiating crew talking it over. They're going to explain that.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 62, 15 yards from the previous spot.
So they're going to call
down.
it unsportsmanlike.
This is number 62,
And it's going to be a
first for the game.
15-yard penalty and be 4th down. So
Did not see that.
did not pick it up. Gutierrez imploring his guys, get out there and punt the football away because we are near the end of the first quarter, but another drive opportunity going backwards because of a penalty here. Victor Baldwin puts his foot into it. It takes a J bounce inside the 40 all the way down to about the 37-yard line, and that's where South San will have it with just 1:16 left in the first quarter. We're scoreless at Gustafson Stadium.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We do have representative from the Gomez Law Firm here, Rick Sarabia. He's an attorney over at Gomez Law. Thanks for joining us. I'm not going to shake your hand because I know you're a little hampered by the injury. Both of us shoulder surgery warriors here. So you guys have been part of the community 50 years now for Gomez Law. You guys have been involved with the community for so long. Why do you continue to give back?
Because it's been such a blessing, being here and just helping people for so long, and we've been so successful at it that we want to give back. And it's a special treat tonight to help out with tonight's broadcast with John Jay playing, because our great mayor, Gina Ortiz, is an alum of John Jay. So Gomez Law Firm wants to give her out a big shout out for that. But as far as our law firm goes, we're different from other law firms. And you can see that from some of our billboards, and that we stress your family at Gomez Law, son familia. And that's not just a billboard. That's how we really are. And that's what sets us apart with the other law firms, because we have the highest, all the resources, we have great lawyers, great experience, just like other law firms, but we treat you like family. And that's why the viewers should, if they need a lawyer, you always want to be treated like family, because in injury cases, there's ups and downs, and you want someone that you can trust by experience.
You guys are completely integrated into the community, have been for a long time. What do you guys do to give back besides TNL?
Well, we do all kinds of things that the Gomez family, because they're good people, that there's so many activities and projects that they're involved in with the community, but other things that we can provide as far as the law firm itself, has to do with, we have a lot of lawyers that have a tremendous amount of litigation experience, jury trial experience. It's what you need when you have a serious injury case. So we can provide that. We have a lot of lawyers that used to work for insurance companies, so we know all their tricks and traps, so we know how to avoid them so our clients can have the best outcome that they can have. And I also want to stress for our clients to remember that there's no fee. You don't pay us unless we win. So we offer you the highest legal experience, but with a great hometown service.
Awesome. Well, Gamez Law fights and Gamez Law wins. We'll send it back up to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Matt. Into the first quarter. It's a 0-0 ball game here as both teams have moved the football but not quite been able to sustain anything as far as a drive of any sort of length.
We talked about South San being without their dog tonight, Alex Trevino back there. But I'll tell you what, Carlos Arenas doing a really nice job for himself here, 27.
Here he is again. He's got another 4 yards there on that first down. It's a Mega Furniture first down. And now it is second down. It'll be second and about 7.
Yeah, that's the mark of a good team, right? You got to ham and egg your way through a football season. There's no doubt with how physical the sport is. And Alex Trevino is a running back that's getting college looks right now and been really the heart and soul of their offense now for a couple years.
They'll go inside, and that is going nowhere. Good pursuit coming from the backside as Arenas goes down.
Yeah, Braden Worley shooting through and making a play right there.
I'll make it third down and 8 as we're underway in the second quarter.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see some fireworks early with the way John Jay went right down the field, and they went for the home run ball on fourth down, weren't able to make the completion, which would have been an easy walk-in touchdown. But ever since then, salute to these defenses. They are playing lights out.
Mata wants to throw, does, one-on-one down the sideline, and it's broken up. We've seen some great one-on-one cornerback play tonight by both sides. Wallace Wellington making his second play of the night.
I'm pretty sure Wallace Wellington's got eyes in the back of his head, man. It was like he knew exactly where the ball was, even though he had his back turned to the ball. Another guy, just a junior. We're saying that a lot about these John Jay dudes. That was a heck of a play because that looked like I was going to go to the house.
There's a South San powwow on the far sideline as we get to fourth down here.
He doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. He saw that all the way. Nice job, 3.
And now I believe we're going to have a timeout. And we will take it with them. It's 0-0. It's fourth down when we come back. We're back at 0-0 here at Gustafson Stadium. It's South San football. It's fourth down and 8. They're going for it on the J40. Mustangs bring a bit of a blitz. They fire over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good defense there by the Mustangs. And that was Jaden Cassiano, the sophomore corner, who was in on the pass defended. So another turnover on downs as we go down to the sideline and Matt Roy. Matt?
All right, guys, joined by one of our sponsors here for the Scholar Athlete. Beluga Joe is what we call you. Joe Corchado. Joe, how are you this weekend, man?
Oh, doing great. Another Thursday night light of football.
Absolutely. It's what we look forward to every week. We see a little Caesar over there, too. It's funny. So you guys get back to through the Scholar Athlete. Someone wins a $10,000 scholarship at the end of the year. What does giving back through the Scholar Athlete mean to you guys?
It's just important to recognize the students that are putting the work in the field and in the classroom.
Absolutely. And you guys, you said repairing instead of replacing is something that's really important for people to know, especially about Beluga.
So what we're doing is training our technicians to be able to go to your home, go over the option of repairing it or replacing it. That way you can make the best decision for yourself in the budget.
What makes Beluga different?
No lying, no stealing, no thieving. Good morals, good ethics. That's all we've done to get this far. Just trying to be transparent with the customer and honesty.
And what makes this interview different from some of the other interviews? There's pizza in some of the other ones. There's Gamez Law fights in some of the other ones. Alejandro likes to put the pebbles in my shoes. while we're doing this interview. So I'm going to have rubber in my shoes, but that's all right. The Beluga, seriously, it's happening. The Beluga slogan, let's get that in there.
All right.
Before we go.
Don't blow your money. Call Beluga Air.
And Alejandro's going to have to say that eventually, but maybe not today. Alejandro, you want to say it?
Sorry.
We're going to get it. Week 10. Watch. Tune in every week. Week 6 is I'm hoping, but I think I'm going to have to hedge my bet with week 10.
See, I was going to take the under, but I don't think you got a good enough opportunity tonight.
All right, guys.
He's great.
Yeah, John Jay finding the rhythm offensively here on this drive, right? Got a little play outside to a receiver, went for nice yardage, and then you're going to run it left on the next play, and next thing you know, Jay's tilted the field in their favor.
Chris Balderas, Brennan Oliver, the running back. And it's Oliver, and he goes over the left side, only gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a foot. Be second down and long. But yeah, they're moving the football inside South San territory after that big gain. And they'll huddle here.
Khalil Broussard leading the charge up front for John Jay, just firing off.
Trips to the right-hand side, including Miles Gutierrez, who's played some quarterback. He goes to the other side. Now they bring another man in motion and load up that left side. Here's Tajari Wellington. He throws left and completes it near the stick. Nice gain on the play. We'll see where they mark it to be a first down. It looks like it's going to be 1.5 yards short. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Jaden Cassiano with the reception. He plays both ways. This is definitely go for it territory if you don't convert here.
Yeah, scoring opportunities have been few and far between here through a little into 2 quarters of football here.
Washington goes under center, keeps it himself, and goes forward for the first down, the Mega Furniture first down. Cash Dumas Winters, Chuck, this kid, we talked a lot about Braden Booth, but Cash Dumas Winters is another guy getting some college looks.
Yeah, Cash, I don't know if he just turned 16, if he's still 15, but this guy is something else too. So he's already been offered by UTSA, and I would imagine that list is going to grow too. You got to like the fact that this guy likes to wrestle you.
First down and 10. Man comes in motion, literally. Samuel Mann. Rolling right, firing, got a man down there. It's caught, Gutierrez. They're going to mark him short.
Yeah, it looked like he thought he scored 2.
I did too.
What a play by number 2.
Tajari Wellington.
Tajari Wellington. Look at him spin out here. Square his shoulders. That's the key to throwing on the run. Awfully close to getting into the end zone. Let's see if he's able to sneak her in. Good call there by the refs.
Right on the 1. The absolute power red zone down to the 1 yard line, and it's 1st and goal with the Mega Furniture first down, and that is a touchdown. Brennan Oliver, the first to score, the sophomore, with his 3rd of the season, the 1st of the night, and the John Jay Mustangs have a 6-0 lead.
We talked about earlier trying to get Brennan Oliver into the open field. Well, no need to do that there. That's just good old blood and guts football. Give him the ball and let him stick his nose in there and see if he can find the end zone, which he does. Oh, really good blocking up there by John Jay, in particular Christian Morin, the senior. He's an H-back and also a linebacker, but got it all squared up for 5 to get the 6.
No intent of kicking it here. They got that swinging gate formation. Their kicker, Irvin Rosas, not on the field. Instead, it's Gutierrez and Wellington there. That is fun to watch, and it's a conversion, and it's 8-0 John Jay. 2nd quarter action, 7:59 to go when we come back.
Firm. We're here with Danny Paez with Mega Furniture, our first down sponsor this year. Why'd you guys choose to sponsor TNL this season?
Looking at all the kids and what they're doing for the community, it's great to support them and show support not only for them but the future of them and why they do what they do. So we just wanted to come out here and show our support from the company that we also sponsor, which is Mega Furniture.
Absolutely. And you guys are celebrating an anniversary this year, from what I understand. Give me a little bit of background and tell me a little bit about that.
So we're from Arizona originally. So combined with the years,
Go Sun Devils.
So with the combined years, we have 23 years in business combined. And so we want to celebrate that and extend those offers to the community through San Antonio.
Where can people find you locally?
Locally, we're at Pat Booker Road. We're at Southwest Military. We're at La Plaza across from North Star Mall, and our Ingram location, which is also in the mall.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here. Thank you for being a sponsor on TNL. Forks up. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mac. Our Mega Furniture sponsor this year. Appreciate them coming on.
Still trying to process the 2-point conversion, are you?
Yeah,
I'm
here's
seeing
a look
some
at
stuff
it
that we
again.
just haven't seen in a while, if at all.
It was a kind of a fake-out snap. We'll show it after this play. It's a Mega Furniture first down for the South San Bobcats. Mata in the shotgun. And he'll hand it up the middle. Nice blocking up front. Freed Carlos Arenas. Now here's that 2-point conversion. They'll snap it straight over into the gate on that swinging gate formation. Instead of snapping it right behind the quarterback, he goes sideways with it to Oliver.
It's a fascinating play, and they do it quick, and then they block it up, right? And the fascinating thing is, I mean, just the things you can do off of that formation. So, they can run that the next time where they're going with the right side guys to make a play. Fascinating stuff, Gary Gutierrez.
Nice first down gain by Carlos Arenas. Again, he's in there tonight for Alex Trevino, who's injured. But Arenas, also a senior, not shy about sticking his nose in there, and he's having a nice night.
Indeed he is, and I mean, the other guys are going to start feeding off that too. When a guy's finishing the runs the way that he is, this is a very important drive for South San because they've been able to move the ball a little bit. They just haven't been able to get it close to the end zone.
It's a Mega Furniture first down here in the second quarter. Mata gets everybody set, fakes to Arenas, and now we have whistles. There's a flag, a pre-snap penalty is going to be delay a game
penalty.
on the Bobcats. That'll back them up. It'll be first down and 15.
But I was going to say, what? I wasn't watching the play clock either, so the guys that were watching it did. So now it's first and 15.
Clock continues to run inside 6:30 here at Gustafson Stadium. Mata wants to throw, throws the out, it's completed. And a nice gain of about 5, maybe 6 to that star for the Bobcats who plays on both sides of the ball, Noah Mendez.
Yeah, they got 4 guys, Don, that they really like outside, and these guys, Coach Barone tells us, have really produced in big moments. This is a big drive, so to his point, let's see what they do now here on second down.
Mata sends Mendez in motion and keeps himself, and he's brought down violently on the outside. A couple of Mustangs there, including Angel Flores. And there's our Gautier Formal Dresses band cam. Make sure you stick around for the halftime show. It's always fun. Getting a little longer into the season, which means these competition routines are developing even more. Fun to watch. So many talented kids.
Here on Little Caesars TNL, right? Already?
Yeah, it's flying by. Always does. Third down. We'll call it 7 for Mata. Gonna throw, was pressured. That one not catchable. Way out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down, and he had a man right in his face.
He sure did. That was Mario Cardenas flying through there and really putting the heat on. John Jay really sending the pressure right there to put South San into a predicament here on 4th down.
All the appearances of punting it away. And they do. Good high kick, end over end. Wobbly bounces at the 40, takes a South San bounce down to about the 31. And we're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
So we'll see what the Mustangs can do with it. They lead at 8-0 after they got some juice to their offense on the last possession. And that formation they've been running, that swing and gate formation, has caused all kinds of problems. And it's led their regular formation to have some success too, because the South San defense always seems to be on its heels tonight with all these various looks. It's a Mega Furniture first down. Man goes in motion. They'll hand it to Oliver. He's trying to get outside. Does. Hits the seam, and that's a Chuck Mickatinick run right there, because you get a seal here, you get a seal here, and you run it in the alley.
Yeah, they're just starting to get the feel for this running game. And John Jay, what a performance it's been so far by all these guys, right? The game plan has been executed very, very well. These guys just don't beat themselves. We could talk about their youth. We could talk about maybe they're a little undersized this year, and yet you'd never know by the way they play. They run what they do, and they do what they do better than you can stop it.
And you notice the jersey number of the guy who just ran your Lombardi play. Paul Horning himself.
Oh, yeah.
The Golden Boy.
Oh, how
Tripped
about that
up
play?
Right at the 40. Coming up was number 24 for those South San Bobcats.
That's Antonio Ramos.
Nice play by the senior DB.
Look at that. Heat-seeking missile right there. Chop that tree down right at the trunk. That was the base of it.
Option pitch that John Jay's own Thomas Lott would be proud of. The great Oklahoma Sooner quarterback for Barry Switzer. Back in the mid-70 national championship days was a John Jay Mustang, and that ball's going to be picked off right at the 45-yard line. That same young man.
Well, we just talked about him not making a mistake, so there I jinxed him. But Tajari Wellington, running for his life back there, did well to extend the play, but as he was throwing, he took a wallop. There were a bunch of John Jay guys, a bunch of South San guys. He sent the house on that one.
Kind of got wobbly, and Ramos was there to pick it up.
I didn't catch the number of the train that hit him. There you go. See it right there, Braden Booth. Is that 8 or 9?
No, that's 8. 8.
Apologies. Josiah Serda. Very nice.
Mata on a roll. He gets drilled. No flag. I thought that might be a little late. He got absolutely hammered right as he let it go, but the referee was right there behind it, and he did not think it was late.
Well, let's take another look. Is that Miles Gutierrez throwing a pass? Dime
No,
on
it's
time.
Mata.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver. He gets used to getting smacked. He was smart, though, man. He put himself in a position to take that blow. Nice job.
So here's Mata again, rolling to his left. He's under pressure, and he's sacked. Mata brought down this time by
Yeah, apologies, Anthony Mata.
That's Chris Balderas, the junior. And it'll be 3rd down and short as we get to the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. If you're tuning in to TNL for the first time, catching a high school game for the first time this year, they've implemented the NFL and college 2-minute timeout. Hey, TNL highlights teams that are making a difference in our communities with our Beyond the Game program. Let's hear more about it from San Antonio Sports and Valero.
Beyond the Game is an initiative that works with all area school districts to encourage high school and middle school teams and individuals to make a difference within their student population and serve our community. We know that students who participate in team sports are setting the foundation for their future in the workplace by learning teamwork, unselfishness, and respect. This program recognizes high school and middle school teams and individuals for working together to make a difference in our community.
The principles of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service are central to Valero's culture. We are excited to team up with Beyond the Game to honor students who are dedicated to making meaningful contributions on and off the field.
Having Valero as a teammate for Beyond the Game will help this program continue to positively impact more teams, coaches, and families. Teams will be recognized in the San Antonio High School All-Star Football Game in the Alamo Dome. If you want to nominate, you can visit sanantoniosports.org to learn more about the program and nominate teams and individuals today.
Here's Mata on 3rd down, pressured, rolling right. Got the speed to beat the pursuit, trying to get to the edge, and got tackled short of the line. It'll be 4th down and a yard.
Man, this Mata kid is tough as nails. I mean, man, what a great job okey-doking defense. And then, yeah, sprinting out. And, I can't believe he didn't get the 1st down.
It's less than a yard. He'll go under center here. They'll push it. Will the Bobcats. And he gets it with the surge. He's got the other side of the 45. That's all he needed, and it's a mega furniture 1st down.
I just can't say enough about this young man's toughness, man. He has taken 2 massive licks on this drive. Taking a licking, but keep on ticking.
Liked his moxie this week when we talked to him at practice. He thought the Bobcats were a little underrated. Wanted to get some respect and intent on doing that tonight. Straight drop, wants to fire over the middle, has a man caught in traffic. Nice ball and nice job to go up and get it, even though he knew he was going to take the hit, and that was Ethan Segura.
You said they got some dudes, and I'll tell you what, Anthony Mata's heating up, man. Maybe they hit him once too many times, man. He's really responded nicely.
He'll keep it here. Running back left early. That'll be procedure. False start on 27, Carlos Arenas. We're inside a minute to play here in the first half. South San trying to drive down and make this a football game.
Coach Baron really loves Mata as his quarterback.
Gotta love his moxie.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty.
So they'll back it up in 1st down.
Did a 10-second runoff.
In 15.
Please reset the game clock to 38 seconds. 3-8.
My apologies to Arenas. They didn't call it on the running back. They called it on alignment. 2 split left, 2 split right. 37 seconds to go. Mata straight drop again, fires deep, and that one is intercepted as he overthrew the intended receiver. And back there was Jaden Cassiano in coverage, and he picks it off right about the 2-yard line. And John Jay, with 29 seconds and an 8-0 lead, might be content to just be careful. You don't want to take a knee for a safety, but maybe just run this one straight ahead.
It was a great play by 13 on the back end. And, not a lot of celebration there by Jaden Cassiano and company. That was a huge play to stop a drive. And John Jay sent in the house that time. Mata did a good job hanging in there. The guys up front certainly did a great job picking it up. Sometimes you can't throw to the spot. You got to throw to the guy.
Got to be careful here. You could end up giving up 2 points. Wellington takes a high snap. That was dangerous. Here's another look at it. Talk about throwing under pressure. Mata just got
he sure did.
Sandwiched. Again, his toughness is quite remarkable. That's going to take us to halftime. John Jay's going to let it run out. They'll lead at 8-0 at the break. Stick around for our halftime show. David Chancellor is going to have the Scholar Athletes of the Week. We'll hear from both bands. Matt Roy will talk to the coaches, and we will come back in a really good football game. But right now, coaches joining Matt Roy down on the field with that 8-0 lead. Matt? Matt?
Sure. Obviously, I think calling this a defensive struggle would be an understatement. What's going right for you guys on defense so far? You just saw that interception.
Well, I think that, our defense has been out there a long time, and so I think we're able to control the line of scrimmage right now, man. We just can't make mistakes as we get, fatigue, things like that. And so, we feel good. Right now we're going to the half ahead, and so hopefully we can make some adjustments and build on that.
How do you guys fix things on the offensive side? I saw you pretty upset with the quarterback after the interception down here on the side.
Well, we just can't make stupid turnovers. I said this before the game. Turnovers are killers and things like that. And so we just got to maintain possession of the ball. The longer we have it, statistically, our chances of winning go up. So that's what we're going to try to do in the second half.
Coach, real quick, what do you guys like about that swinging gate play that you guys are pulling out?
It's difficult on defenses, obviously.
Yeah, almost scored a touchdown on that in the first half. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Yeah, it is. Confused him early. When we come back, you'll hear from both bands and our Scholar Athletes of the Week. John Jay leads at 8-0 on Thursday Night Lights.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio. Welcome to the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Gustafson Stadium here at Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We got a defensive battle going on here. That doesn't mean it's not a great football game. 8-0 Jay over South San right now, with district bragging rights on the line. And right now, one of my favorite times of the week, we get to introduce some of the bands. The South San Band is on the field right now. We spoke to their band director a little bit earlier this week. Take a listen.
My name is Abel Granados Viescas, though I go by Granados. This is my 19th year in education. This is my first year as head band director at South San High School. I was formerly the head band director at Uvalde High School before this assignment. We are marching a total of about 100 Bobcats this year. It's a large group of very talented and hardworking kids, a very young group. We have over 40 freshmen this year. So our upperclassmen have really had to step up in their leadership, and they've done a wonderful job with that. Our show title is called Box from the Grave, parts 1, 2, and 3. It is a classical marching show. It's like Halloweenish, kind of, dark, very macabre, and it is based on the music of Johann Sebastian Bach, specifically the Toccata and Fugue in D minor, and Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. September 27th will be a Southwest Legacy contest. October 4th, we will be at Judson Rocket Review Contest. And October 18th, we'll be back at Judson High School with the UIO Marching Contest. Just excited. This is my first year teaching in San Antonio. This is my first year running a San Antonio program. It's been a great experience so far. You know, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been a lot of fun. I'd like to definitely thank my assistant director of bands, Josephine Medina. I'd like to give a shout out to the South San Band Boosters, John Cortez, the president. And I would like to just shout out to the entire South Bend community who's been very welcoming as I've started this assignment with the band program. South Bend High School has been a great place to work so far.
San Antonio.
It's time to vote for the Christian Children's $5,000 band grant. To vote for the South San High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Valero are shining a light on teams and individuals who model key values through their actions. This week, we salute multiple schools who demonstrate beyond the game values. Kerrville-Tivy, San Antonio Christian, and Hondo came together in a powerful show of support for the Kerrville community after the devastating floods. These athletes gave their time, energy, and heart, helping with cleanup and recovery efforts, and passing out meals to first responders, all to bring relief and hope to families in need. Their actions are a true testament to the power of teamwork, compassion, and the belief that together we can rise above even the toughest challenges. These athletes demonstrated the beyond the game values of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service. Parents, teachers, and coaches can nominate teams and individuals that go beyond the game. Visit sanantoniosports.org.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. 8-0. John Jay over South San right now with a one half of football to go, and we're going to introduce our Beluga Whale Scholar Athletes of the Week right now. A Scholar Athlete is presented by Beluga Whale, and every week we introduce a couple of Scholar Athletes from each school that is represented here on TNL. Let's send it over. David Chancer introduces us this week to the Scholar Athletes from South San and John Jay.
Noah Mendez is Mr. Everything at South San, varsity football, basketball, and track. He's also team captain, but he's got game in the classroom too.
How in the world do you ever find time to study?
I gotta be at it all the time. I'm always either doing sports or schoolwork. I have some time here and there to do things to unwind and, play video games and just be a kid. But most of the time I gotta be at it. Just seeing kids succeed, I also want to succeed as well.
That drive goes back to the 4th grade when he knocked out a project on Davy Crockett long before it was due.
The due date was coming really close, and my parents had talked to me about it. They're like, you haven't started, you haven't done anything. And I told them, no, I already finished. I did it on my own. I had my own little computer. I did a PowerPoint on him, added songs and stuff, and that was pretty much it.
What'd you get on that Davy Crockett project?
I got 100. I was the only kid to get in the 100.
He'll make a good architect because he's smart, he's detailed, and all those Lego projects don't hurt.
The biggest set I've had was maybe 2,000 pieces. It was the old school Nintendo entertainment system. And then it came with a little box TV and it had Mario on it. It was pretty cool. I usually get it done in one sitting because I don't like to leave anything unfinished.
Of course you don't. That's awesome.
Kyle Jackson is a scholar, a musician, and he's a big bad football player at Jay. He ranks 11th in his class with a 101 GPA.
Everyone in the top 10 I'm good friends with, but I'm the only one that plays football.
Yeah,
and some of us play orchestra.
You're the only guy that's going to hit somebody on Thursday night, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The all-district linebacker is a future engineer who's hoping to play ball and study at MIT.
I didn't even know they played football there.
I didn't really either until one of the coaches messaged me and they wanted me to go down to a camp. So if I do get accepted, I do want to go into mechanical engineering or biomedical engineering. I mean, I've been wanting to go to MIT since I was, since I knew I wanted to be an engineer. So I wanted to go to the best engineering school I could to pursue engineering.
He started playing double bass as a freshman because, well, why not?
I went up to my orchestra teacher and told her, hey, I never played an instrument before. Is there a way I could learn? She said, yeah, of course, we'll help you out. And so I was given the opportunity to do something, so I want to do everything I can with that opportunity before, it passes me by.
The orchestra tours retirement homes where he gives a lot and he gets back more in return.
It's an Alzheimer's home, so people with memory issues. But they found that music is one of the best things that people can remember. So we play these pieces, it's okay, they might remember these pieces, and they might be able to go back and remember those times. Just being able to perform and see them enjoy what we play, I mean, it means a lot to me.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We're now in for a treat. It's the John Jay Mighty Mustang Marching Band out on the field right now. They are the pride of the West Side, led by band director Frank Foster. Let's take a listen to them. To vote for the John Jay High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen. You must be 18 years old and live in our viewing area. Thanks again to Christian Children's for sponsoring this year's $5,000 band grant.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back. It's the DH Plumbing Halftime Report. John Jay leads it 8-0 at halftime. Here as we take a look at the bands on our halftime show. Second half kickoff coming up. Time for our halftime highlights. And the John Jay Mustangs finally put together a scoring drive late. They were running that swing and gate stuff, but they've had a nice night from Brennan Oliver and their quarterback Tajari Wellington connecting here to Gutierrez, just short down to the one, but they would punch it in to take a 6-0 lead as Oliver did the honors, and then he also got that 2-point conversion on that swing and gate. Nice little trickeration as Wellington fakes out the snap, and that's where we stand. Second half action straight ahead.
Thanks for watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report. Stay tuned for the second half kickoff.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Jackson's got to get something here. He got hit. The ball's on the ground. And you don't have any timeouts. They don't have any timeouts.
For the end zone. Caught! Flag! 17.9 to go. And
mistakes. But once they clear those up, West Seneca East is going to be a very good football team this year.
Extra point attempt and trying to get into the end zone for a 2-point attempt instead. After it was blocked, it was DJ Baker was the holder.
Forcing them to pass the ball. Deep down the field to Harden, caught! Wow! Oh my goodness, did he actually come down with that?
Down over the checkeration, strike up, the Silver Fox fights on. What a play call. This could be a penalty in the end zone, but that's an SCDC touchdown for the Silver Foxes.
Take us to the end here. Connor Kolka needing to convert for 2. And it is loose. Was it a catch and a fumble? State College is on the football. Yes! State College scores on the 2-point conversion. Hank Lustig scooped it up.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
Here come the Bobcats, and here come the Mustangs, about ready to start the second half. 8-0, John Jay came out with a interesting offensive formation with that swinging gate, confused South San for a bit. And the Bobcats have moved the football at times, but have been unsuccessful getting into the end zone. Let's go down to the sidelines and Matt Roy, who spoke with Coach Phil Barone.
Yeah, guys, I spoke with Coach Barone, and he's obviously not pleased by what he saw in the first half offensively. Defensively, they're doing their best, but John Jay is going to score some points. So he says that you guys can expect a hyper-aggressive effort by the Bobcats in this second half. They're already 1 for 3 on 4th down, but this is a district ball game, and the district very well could come down to this game right here tonight. So expect a hyper-aggressive Bobcats team in this second half. One quick note on Anthony Mata as well. When he got his helmet ripped off, or a little bit earlier this game, saw him come out for a series or two, he had to get stitches or staples in his head to stop a cut that was bleeding. He's back in, he's good to go. He's a senior, he's not gonna let anyone take him out of this district ball game, guys.
We'll talk about how tough that kid is.
Yeah, who knew he was dealing with that?
Just a couple of stitches and let's go. Second half kickoff is brought to you by the Good Feet Store. And the Bobcats will get it here in the second half.
Yeah, interesting story early on in Mata's career. He went up to his coach, he said, hey, I want to be playing quarterback. And Phil Barone said, okay, I guess you can be the B team guy. And he just said he has worked and worked and worked and put himself into this position. And I mean, Coach Barone can't say enough things about Anthony Mata as a guy, as a dude. Just put himself in the best possible position and to lead his football team each and every Friday night.
You know, he carries himself like he's Joe Montana, and that's what it takes. I remember hearing the story about Baker Mayfield at Lake Travis. As a freshman, he was the B team freshman. And the coach there at Lake Travis said, you know what? Baker walked around the varsity locker room like he was the team captain, with his chest out and telling guys what to do and where to go. And they're like, who's this B team freshman quarterback telling us what to do? But in his mind, he was the guy. And, you know, you can argue that Baker has turned himself into a great player by being that guy. Walked on at Texas Tech. They got Patrick Mahomes. He walked on at Oklahoma, not afraid to go earn it. Won a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, and the leading touchdown pass thrower since 2023 in the NFL. So the Texans are going to get a chance to see him on Monday night.
It's a Rushmax first down for Mata and the Cats. He turns and hands it inside. A nice big gain on first down of about 5. He tripped up shorter than I thought, about 3.
So yeah, you want to see some guys firing off at the line of scrimmage, but hats off to John Jay. I mean, Coach Gutierrez talked about it this week. They're bigger than us, so we're going to have to match their physicality, and obviously they've been equal to the task tonight.
So a gain of only 2. It's 2nd down and 8. They load up the left side, fake it that way, and Mata will keep. Check that. It's Jacob Cepeda, the sophomore, who's taken a few snaps at quarterback as well. He picks up a few more. It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Malachi Cruz.
Big Malachi, 6'3", 290, all-district offensive lineman from a year ago. Part of our ideal precision roofing and exteriors. Third down and 5. Monta's going to throw the out and just sails it too high, and that young receiver came down really, really hard right on his upper back and head. I hope he's okay. That was a violent collision with the ground after he was upended. His feet came out from under him, and I believe that the back of his head bounced on the turf. He's okay, he's bouncing up. Good to see that. Man, that'll.
Ethan Segura having to jump up very high to try to bring this ball down. He's in a really unenviable position, and anytime your head hits the ground first, that can't be a good thing.
So they'll punt it away here on 4th and 5. They run it short, it's a fake. And short of the first down. What a tackle. I believe that was Kyle Jackson getting him just about a half a yard short. I thought he was going to get there. Jackson came out of nowhere and got him around the ankles.
Doesn't it have to be Kyle Jackson who makes a play? He does everything else. How about this? We're caught by surprise with the fake. Kyle Jackson staying at home until the ball's away. Looked like he had a very good angle there to start, but boy, did he close in a hurry, and sure enough, he stopped him before he got the sticks. At least that's the appearance from here.
Yeah, and the way that he was brought down, he still probably should have picked it up. All right, swinging gate. Formation to the right. Gutierrez running the option to the left, keeps to the 35 to the 30. He's brought down after a rush max first down, and the South San defense baffled by this. And like you said, Chuck, it's a way to neutralize their big defensive end who are not even playing football because they're on the other side.
That's Gary's youngest son, and we all know Jackson is playing at the Naval Academy. And I don't know, 10 might be a smidge faster, and that's saying something because we all know what kind of a ball player Jackson is. I mean, getting carries up there at the Naval Academy.
Flag down on the option pitch to Brennan Oliver. It's fun to watch. I don't know how to follow it, but it is fun to watch. Give me a hold though.
68.
John Jay.
10 yards from the previous spot. First down.
Still first down. And 20. I'd go back to that swinging gate slant they ran that on the first drive of the game. Had him wide open. The whole middle of the field was open, and then he just threw it behind him.
I mean, every time they've run it, something good has happened.
They come out in the traditional formation here. Dejari Wellington, Oliver behind him. And they'll hand it to Oliver, who's got the middle of the field. He pops it across the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get a big chunk of that back. It'll be second down.
Man, you believe this guy, Brennan Oliver, is just a sophomore? I mean, he hits that hole like he's been playing back there his whole life.
He's got some burst. John Jay in a bit of a rhythm now, going in between the traditional formation and that swinging gate. It's 2nd down and 7. And they'll get it to Oliver, who bounces it outside. Flag comes in. He gets trucked short of the stick after the flag flew in. And Noah Mendez said, "Hey, Brendan Oliver, don't come this way with that." Noah Mendez.
Yeah, he popped right back up anyway, though.
That might be our bus stop.
We had a few in this game. You can tell this is a district barn burner to start.
Holding. Offense, number 7.
It's going to be another
10 yards
hold
from the
against
previous
John
spot.
Jay offense.
2nd down.
There's 2 penalties on this drive as they were moving the football. And here's the end of that play. Here's Mendez introducing himself to Mr. Oliver.
Tag team effort.
Yeah, 7 was there. Another flag flies. And now this might be
false start.
Procedure.
Offense,
False
number
start.
68. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was Caden Riojas in on that last tackle, along with Mendez. And Gary Gutierrez's squad going backwards now.
Yeah, they had a penalty earlier. They were able to overcome it with the long run, but you're right. 2nd and a lot.
We'll call it 22. Wellington gonna fire. Got a man down there, just overshot him. And don't forget, after tonight's game, we hand out the Monarch trophies. Monarch Trophy, been a big sponsor with T&L from the very beginning. For your trophy, plaque, awards, anything you need for your business, your league, your team, give them a call, 344-3777. Monarch Trophy Studio, providing tonight's 2 trophies to our player of the game and our winning coach. 3rd down and a country mile. Wellington scrambling, throwing. Oh, he had a man in the middle of the field. If he could get it to him, that was going to go. Instead, it was tipped, I believe. Intended for Danny Roscoe. So now it's 4th and 22. And Gutierrez is calling everybody on the team over to the sideline.
Yeah, Tajari doing a good job escaping. And you're right, Don, that ball was deflected.
So it looks like they're going to punt the football. Still getting players on the field. And now he's going to have to call a timeout. And Gutierrez is hot. We'll take it with him. 7:49, John Jay ahead, but this game very much in the balance.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by TELUS Equipment.
Hello.
High snap, but it wasn't very hard, so it was easy to handle. Good kick inside the 5, rolling down to the 1-yard line. And South Sanoe backed up inside their own 1. And we're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
Great special teams play. Erwin Rojas, the punter, getting it down there. And I'm not sure why it's spotted at the 9. Was it touched?
Can't answer that one.
Either way, 1st and 10. Run up the middle. After a short gain. Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. I thought they downed it inside the 1. Maybe somebody touched it early.
You know, we're getting to the point in the game, Don, where you're thinking, how much more can you ask of each of your defenses, right? You're in a one-score game. Both of these defenses have been off the charts tonight, especially based on how well these offenses played during the non-conference slate.
Here's Mata handing it off, and Arenas has a first down. It's a rush max first down, and South San has pushed it out to the 29-yard line. And don't forget, we are going to hand out in the fourth quarter our school bus stop of the game. The law, of course, in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Make sure you do that. Keeper and stoned right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by that Bobcat defense. And excuse me, the John Jay.
Cook? Was that 99?
Yeah. 99 and numero uno. Victor Baldwin. Yeah.
Well, Darius Cook, just a sophomore too. Man, you wouldn't know by looking at that cat.
Second down and 12. It's a quarterback keep. They've done a nice job of being able to pick their way for good gains, 6 or 7 yards, and got to be impressed with the backup quarterback who comes in to run the football, Jacob Cepeda. He's a sophomore. He's having himself a nice little night.
Indeed, he is. Again, South San not rolling with their 18 running back tonight. We'll have to get him back here shortly, but it has been a struggle in terms of not necessarily moving the ball. They're doing that. They just can't seem to put anything together to this point.
Here's Cepeda again. Full house backfield with him. They load up to the right-hand side. He'll run it up the middle, gets to the outside, has the first down and more, and now a flag flies late, all the way coming from behind the play and the lead referee. Kind of in the area where he would catch a hold from the offensive line, or hands to the face from the defense. And they're going to call the hold.
Holding. Offense, number 5. 10-yard penalty, third down.
It was Cash Winters, but I was watching the back end of that play. I didn't see the first part of it, but it looked like he dominated his guy, but I don't know that he didn't get any help.
Winters a big recruit. You can see, you talked about it earlier, just 15 years old and all the hype in the world. Recruiters are already on him because only God makes athletes that look like that.
Yeah, his dad, Jason, is on the South San staff, and he's a wrestling guy too, so they've kept that in the family for sure.
Mata booting right, beats the pressure, goes downfield, and that ball's picked off. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. They're going to say
yes,
catch.
And one guy says no.
They're going to say catch and out of bounds, and football going to John Jay. So did he catch the ball, get 2 feet down, and the ball came out after he was out of bounds, is I believe what they're going to call, and I believe that's the right call.
Jaden Cassiano coming through. Of course, another one of those two-way guys.
Yeah, he had it stripped out, but let's see. He's got the ball. He's got 2 feet down. He's out of bounds, and then the ball is stripped out. So in the NFL, that might be one of those didn't control it all the way to the ground kind of things, but it's a turnover on downs, and here's Oliver right up the middle, and Booth brings him down. And Chuck, you were talking earlier about Jackson Gutierrez, who's playing football at the Naval Academy, and so some anxious moments for Gary tonight as we go down. Matt Roy's got the latest on that.
Yeah, guys, a few scary moments just about an hour and a half before kickoff. Coach Gutierrez got a notification from the academy of a possible active shooter lockdown situation in Annapolis at the some of the barracks there. This is about 5:30, and then just before kickoff, though, he and his wife made contact with Jackson. He is okay. He is safe. And Governor Westmore of Maryland did put out a statement about an hour ago saying it was a false alarm. There was no active shooter. But with all the events of yesterday with Utah Valley, with Charlie Kirk's murder, threats flying around the country at college campuses, and obviously most notably today being the 24th anniversary of 9/11, tensions across the country obviously pretty high. But luckily for the Gutierrez family and everyone else at the Naval Academy, false alarm today in Annapolis.
That's good to hear. Of course, Burbank and Luling was canceled tonight here in our area because of a social media threat. Fires over the middle, caught. Down past the 40, down near the 35-yard line, and really nice dart there. Thrown by Miles Gutierrez, his other son, the younger brother of Jackson. Jackson was such a great player.
Yeah, it still
John
is,
Jay.
right?
Yeah.
He had a couple carries last week in Navy's game. In fact, Coach Gutierrez had a very busy weekend. You know, they play ball, then he flies up to Annapolis to watch his son play, and then gets back early for work on Monday, and then you have the short week on top of it. And then you have all of the drama for him personally as we see a home run ball that is caught. It is intercepted. Yes.
Juggled and brought out.
Yeah, Don, just to finish the thought, you know, I mean, I can't even imagine, you know, you're a father and you've got a big ball game tonight, and Coach Gutierrez is having to sort through all of that while trying to get his team ready to play. I mean, you never know what people are dealing with as we see a big play by South San in a must-have situation.
Welcome back. 3:21 to play in the third. Isaiah Hines with a great play defensively to intercept that ball, juggle it, get it back, and get it out of the end zone. His momentum took him into the end zone. Probably could have taken the knee there and brought it out, but then when he tried to bring it out, he juggled it, but just great athletic ability to catch it again. Yeah, you got to make a highlight on Thursday Night Lights.
Yeah, he gave us one right there, right? That was a very nice play, well-timed, and potentially a game saver for South San as they try to wheel their way back in.
They've found a little bit of success here on the last couple of drives running the football. Had some penalties that brought back Cepeda's carries, but the young quarterback has done a good job of picking through the Jay defense for gains of 7-8 yards, but penalties have thwarted those drives.
You see Balderas making a play there. I mean, both of these teams just well coached, sound football players. I mean, making plays in the open field, and not a lot of missed tackles tonight. Guys in the right spot. It's been a slugfest despite the fact that we don't see a lot of points.
Cepeda again finds the seam and is fighting his way for about 6. He's right at the stick again. And they're gonna move the chains. That's just great second effort by that young man to pick up the Rush Max first down. As tough as Mata is, Cepeda might just be just as tough. It's fun to watch. This time he'll hand it off to Arenas. He stumbles forward for about 4. They're getting some good tough yards right now, Chuck.
Yep, the old grit and dirt. Banger yards, right? Just line up and go as we take a look at Victor Baldwin, the senior in the year that he's coming off of. Unbelievable 2024, as much as Victor was around the ball. Counting on him on this very young Jay football team this year.
Here's Cepeda again. He is just crafty at finding his way through those big bodies. And he's again going to pick up another Rush Max first down as we're inside a minute. The clock will continue to run.
Yeah, these guys are all going to need the day off tomorrow after this one. I mean, it's fascinating to see how both of these teams have really picked up their physicality, right? when you start league play and how much these games mean and ultimately what it will mean towards the end of the year, happening right here tonight in game 1.
They've inspired those offensive linemen, but Angel Flores got sick of it and came off the edge. Jackson was there as well.
Tom, we talked about Jackson. What an interesting fellow this guy is in so many ways, right? You've seen it on display tonight, how well he plays football, but to think that he's playing the upright bass, old school stuff, right? Not the, electric bass. I'm sure he can do that too, though. But the fact that he's in the robotics club and all the great things that he's doing, and the fact that he's listening to classical music when he's got his headphones on, I mean, he is one heck of a very cultured young guy and ready for the next level at some point, but not before he takes his John Jay Mustangs into this fourth quarter and beyond.
8-0 with 1 quarter to play on Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights.
This is Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
With the catch, Noah Mendez with a catch here on first down, or check it out, second down. Picks up about 4, so it'll be third down for the Bobcats here as we start the fourth quarter on TNL. Down 1 possession. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion will tie it. And South San kind of establishing a physicality here in the second half, giving them success moving the football. That ball's almost picked off and then almost caught. 2 athletes right around it. Angel Flores had the first shot at it, and then I believe it was Noah Mendez who almost caught it off the carom.
Yeah, that was a high leverage throw right there. Trying to thread the needle, and man, I'll tell you what, 10 took another clean shot right there too on the back end.
It was Hines who had that interception that almost made the catch. 4th and 6. Bobcats will punt it away. Good hop picked up there. And cutting it back inside. And now going backwards. It's 13 for the John Jay Mustangs, and that is Jaden Cassiano. And we're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
If you're Gary Gutierrez of the John Jay Mustangs, big possession here. I think you could probably put this game away the way it's gone with another score. Mega Furniture first down here in the fourth quarter. These guys have had success, but haven't moved it lately. They do here on first down. Oliver picks up about 8. It'll be second down. You think the way this game has gone offensively, if you just methodically were to move it down the field, well, you spot it back at the 42.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, honestly, at how well the South San defense has held up tonight. I mean, they have been just as good as John Jay's defense in this one, and they have been on the field a lot. They have really, really showed out well here tonight, not giving up a whole lot.
Oliver bounces to the outside, gets out of bounds.
Especially with all the stuff they've had to look at, Don. I mean, that swinging gate stuff, we've never, at least I can speak for myself, I've never seen anybody run it to that degree.
No, I've only seen it on like 2-point conversions, right?
Right. That's a lot. You know, and yet they've held in there. They've hung in there very, very well. You know, and some of this too, I think, has got to be by design. I mean, the respect that Gary has for the talent level of the players on the South San defense, especially up front.
3rd and 3. Oliver gets across the 40, but he needs the 42. So that'll be 4th down and a yard, and it's in your own territory here with a one-possession game. You know, 9 times out of 10, when you're a traditional football coach, you punt it away here, but your defense has been playing so well. They've put up a goose egg. Might as well trust them. You only need a yard. They've shown the ability to get that, and that's why they're taking a little extra time here, getting the play in. In fact, they're going to call a timeout as the play clock ticks inside of 5 seconds. And they'll take it right as the play clock gets to 1, and we'll take it with them. It's 4th down and 1, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to talk it over. Welcome back. Fans having a good time here tonight. 4th down and 1, and John Jay's going to go for it. No, they're not. They're going to punt it away. Smart play. Angled to the sideline, and South Sand's going to get really good field position. I thought Gary Gutierrez talked that over so that they could go for it, but instead he plays it safe. Like I said, his defense has done the job.
So now what do you do if you're Phil Barron?
I go back to that running game. You got plenty of time. 9 minutes to go, and your offensive line has, in the last 2 series, really established a physical presence with both young quarterbacks to be able to move the football. Mata seems to be the better passer. He's in there now. Big collision there.
Guys, you've been talking this broadcast about the intensity of this game. We jump around all over on TNL. Next week we'll be doing Clemens and Alamo Heights. Last week it was a 6A, 5A game. But this week it has a little bit more to it because it's a district game. And if you look down the calendar, a little bit later on this season, we're going to have John Jay against Southwest. And that game last year decided the 14 5A D1 district title. So this year you can say, and it's not an overstatement, that this district comes down to TNL games this season, which is pretty awesome for us.
Yeah, fantastic. We knew that when we looked at the schedule. There's some other games that are going to have some district championship implications too. Reagan and Brandeis late in the year may do that as well. Got the Gucci Bowl, that's always a great rivalry. Inside handoff, whistle blows. And they're going to bring that one back.
That's unfortunate too for Carlos Arenas because that guy took a wallop there on a dead ball.
Replay, 3rd down.
We've got a Mustang down on the field. They're going out to look at him. It's 3rd down and short as they attend to the injured player. And it looks like it's just a cramp. Chuck and I can tell you about those leg cramps in the middle of the night.
You're not kidding, right? Yeah, it looks as though it could be a cramp for sure, and we'll hope that that's exactly what it is. I mean, it goes back to what Matt was talking about a few minutes ago. I mean, these guys are spilling it tonight. And rightfully so. There is a lot at stake here in the first ball game to open up league play. Both of these teams, you have to suspect that they will be in on the 4-team equation for the postseason at the end. And it's a matter of jockeying, obviously, during the course of the year. So I just find this one really, really fascinating. Again, I can't say enough about the job that these defenses have done tonight. Everybody's playing hard. And
physical.
It has been a war down there for sure.
All right, so here we go. 3rd down and 1. They line up in the tush push. It's worked for them once tonight. Don't know that they got much of a push. both line judges coming in right on the 40. And if it's on the 40, it's probably going to be good unless they have to measure.
I think they gave it to him, Don.
And they're going to give it to him. It's going to be Mega Furniture first down for the Bobcats.
Man, it has been really nothing easy for Phil Barone and company tonight, right? Even when you need a few inches, even those are hard. We're winding here inside the fourth quarter. They got to make something happen here on this drive.
New set of downs. And an inside, great running room, just on his feet, still going past the 45 down to the 43. And that's a brand new ball carrier in tonight. That's Elijah Jackson. Fresh set of legs, and boy, did he take off.
Well, they're hamming and egging it right now at South San as they try to find somebody to give them a little bit of a spark. The running game has actually been pretty good tonight, considering that South San's down their top ball carrier, but man, you're right. What a huge boost that was from Elijah Jackson, the senior, making the most of his carry.
Not quite as fortunate on that second carry there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. That clock keeps moving. Again, they only need a 1 score and a 2-point conversion. And they're going to try throwing it deep again. Hines. And it's going to be incomplete as Wallace Wellington, who's made 2 or 3 great pass breakups today, was there again. I thought he had a chance to pick it off.
Well, you couldn't do a better job of coverage there for Wallace Wellington. I mean, stride for stride. What a beautifully thrown ball. The coverage was just elite. Ran him right off the field.
And almost caught. It was caught. Wow. Just out of bounds. Man, that's Hines. That's the young man who had the interception and then juggled it. What a fantastic hand-eye coordination from that young man. All right, game-deciding drive. It's 3rd down when we come back. Little Caesar having a good time with the kids. Kids having a good time with Little Caesar.
Oh,
reverse,
razzle
ball's
dazzle.
out. And it's recovered by the Mustangs. South San got a little tricky, and it backfired on him. Noah Allen coming up with the recovery off the tough exchange.
Well, Jay calling a blitz, and once things got wonky back there, there were a lot of blue shirts that had a crack at that one, but it ends up being Moses Valles who comes up with the play.
Noah Allen with the recovery. And Phil Barron can't believe it because Hines had a chance with his speed to get to the edge, but just juggled the double reverse. Zone read on the keep. And nice gain. We may have a penalty.
Ethan Garza doing a really nice job flagging that one down, but you know, it's not the end of the world as we got a flag down for South San. They're obviously trying to do something that will get them down the field. It didn't work out, but they just got to go right back to the well with their defense. They're asking a lot of them tonight to hold any team down to 8 points. Quite the job, but they have got to get a stop now.
Jay looking to ice it here with Miles Gutierrez, backup quarterback. He's going to run it himself. He's going to try to get to the edge and does. Turns the corner, gets across the 30 and out of bounds. Miles has good speed. You can see he's going to be the future of this program.
You got that right. This dude can really, really fly.
That'll set up another first down. Mega Furniture first down.
I'm so grateful tonight, Matt, with his report earlier. I'm going to get to exhale a little bit and just go out and play football.
Wellington hands off. Inside run for about 1, maybe 2. Brennan Oliver. Brennan Oliver carrying the load tonight. That's his 17th carry. He's over 100 yards, got 114 yards and a touchdown. Putting up player of the game type numbers.
And we talk about, obviously what the Gutierrez family was going through tonight until just before kickoff. And then on the other side, Coach Barron's been sick all week. Trying to slug it out and get his team ready on a short week. So it has been a week for both teams.
2nd and 7. Oliver breaking it. Oliver, is he going to score? He is. Touchdown, Brennan Oliver, and that just might do it. 27 yards.
They just wore him out there at the end, didn't they? Somebody's got to make a play, and it turns out it's the right side of the John Jay offense leading the way.
And Brennan Oliver on his 18th carry goes in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. He's got them both, and the John Jay Mustangs lead it 15-0. It has been a slugfest tonight. Brennan Oliver, what Coach Pop used to say, pound the rock. It's not on the 100th blow when the rock splits. It's not that blow, but all the ones that came before. Brennan Oliver has pounded it 18 times, and the rock finally split on that 27-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and shout out across the board up front. Marin, Broussard, Gomez, Aguirre, Villanueva. There's one senior in the bunch, but Gomez, Aguirre, and Villanueva, who's just a sophomore, really doing a nice job getting the crease to get the ball guy in the end zone.
Kick over to the right-hand side, fielded about the 20. South San in a deep hole here because of 2 scores and only 4 minutes left in this football game. They have shown some ability to have a quick strike. Hines is a heck of an athlete. Mata has shown he can throw it, but they don't have time for one of those time-consuming smash mouth drives where they run it 8 yards a pop. They're going to have to unleash something here. They run out that backup running back who had a great first carry of the ball game, Elijah Jackson. It's a Mega Furniture first down, and they'll run Jackson. And he is trucked by 8. Angel Flores. Victor Baldwin there too, but that was just decleater. I think the back of his shoulder blades was the first thing that hit the ground. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Indeed. Hello.
It was Baldwin. 2nd down, Jackson again. And this time, it's Flores who brings him down. It'll be 3rd down. Yeah, we're inside of 3:30.
Flores having himself a nice little short series here.
Yeah, the defense have been very impressive for John Jay. Wallace Wellington has had a couple of really nice pass breakups on the back end, while Darius Cook has applied the pressure. They throw the little in. That's Hines. He's a great athlete.
Yeah, you can tell, Don. I mean, that's just next level IQ stuff right there. The way he was able to move his feet almost before the ball got there, create himself some extra space right there. Great vision.
It's a Mega Furniture first down. That ball's up for grabs and almost intercepted. Hey, look who just walked into the booth, Chuck. It's the uniform czar.
Oh, nice to see you.
It's classic John Jay uniform. The double J on the side of the helmet and then the numeral on the other side. They've had that look for a long time. It reminds me of the great Scott Ankrum. Jay's had some terrific Sammy Morris, Scott Ankrum. We talked earlier about Thomas Lott, the great Oklahoma wishbone quarterback. It's a good look for John Jay.
Yep.
Very easy to read. Big block numerals, good color scheme, good helmets. You gotta love the Alabama helmet with just the number on that one side. And then I think so far, it's only week 3, but of the 6 teams we've had, as Mata looks to throw, and now does, and now caught, it's Noah Mendez again over the 40, and that'll move the sticks. I think these are the best uniforms we've seen on TNL this year.
Okay. That's saying a lot.
I love the cleanness of it. The big block numbers, the crisp metallic blue Bobcat paw on one side and then going blank on the other with the sleeve stripe. The dual sleeve stripe is good, and no stripes on the pants, just a plain white University of Texas type pant. That's a clean looking uniform, Phil Barone. I like it a lot. And they even got the paw print on the upper right thigh. Time for our school bus stop of the night.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Here it is, that sandwich hit. Both 2 John Jay defenders. He still completed the pass. Did Mata. That's our stop of the game.
I get that.
And Chuck, that stop of the game reminds us always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to go around or beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and result in large fines, points against your license, and license suspension. But don't do it. Stop means stop.
Y'all be careful out there.
It's a Mega Furniture first down as we get inside the 2-minute timeout. Mata is not afraid to take a lick. Oh my goodness.
He saw that all the way, obviously, was right in front of his face. That
he just
Victor
hangs
Baldwin,
in there.
The senior, coming in like a freight train and do what you've been coached to do, right? Throw right into the blitz.
The official right there, nothing into the helmet, I guess. It was probably underneath the helmet, but it was vicious. Second down, Mata again. This time he takes another shot, almost completed that one. Now a flag flies in because that one I do think was helmet to helmet on the backside.
Josiah Serta just did a real unbelievable job, Don. I beg your pardon. It was Angel Flores again, your guy. He did an unbelievable job of beating his man off the dribble, so to speak. Got around his guy and made a beeline for the quarterback, but may have got him up a little too high on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer with targeting. Defense, number 8.
Targeting.
This is 8's first targeting of the game. Automatic first down.
And in that regard, it's time for our collision experts at Alamo Heights collision of the game. And Kyle Jackson had that early in the game. And just another reminder that these quarterbacks for South San have taken a licking. That's a picked off. And they'll just sit down right there, and that'll do it. And it's about time that Wallace Wellington got an Oski, because he has been around the football all night in coverage.
What a performance by Wallace Wellington, start to finish. This guy has been something else.
Probably 2 or 3 pass breakups defended, and now an interception.
That time South San kept some extra guys in to help with the protection, and there's just really nowhere to go with the football. Jay had that covered up all day long and twice on Sunday, even though it's Thursday.
So the John Jay Mustangs will stay undefeated in overall play at 3-0. They'll be 1-0 in district play. It's a Mega Furniture first down as they look to just run this out. Oliver might want to run it to the house. Now he coughs it up, ball's out. They get back on it. The ball will continue, clock will continue to run.
Yeah, nice play, Jaden Cassiano staying in that game. It wasn't his ball. That ball, as it popped outside and then popped out, Jaden Cassiano, what a hustle play that was, when a lot of guys would have just called it a night with the score being what it was. Way to hang in there, dude. You never know what's going to happen, right? Ball will find you.
2nd down and 5. Got to snap it 2 more times. Go to the left side. That'll bring us to our South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care play of the night. And most likely our player, Brennan Oliver, 19 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. That 27-yarder put the game on ice for the John Jay Mustangs, who will certainly contend along with Southwest Legacy and these very Bobcats of South San for the District 14 5A Division I District Championship. 3 seconds left on the play clock. He'll call timeout here. Kneel it down, and the John Jay Mustangs will have the W. Good football game, Chuck. Not a lot of offensive explosion, but both teams are tough as nails.
Yeah, and that's what we were hoping for, right? I mean, you build up the whole week talking about both teams undefeated, first league game. You want to see, a good old-fashioned street fight between 2 really good, clean football teams.
Please reset the game clock to 0-3. Correction, 10-second runoff applies. Game over.
It's a 10-second runoff for the penalty, so game over.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see 2 teams, 2 heavyweights go at it, and that's exactly what we got here tonight. Cannot say enough about the job that the John Jay Mustangs did. As much as they tricked it up on offense, man, salute to that defense here tonight.
Both defenses really did a great job. South San had to deal with that unorthodox swing and gate early on and handled it well. It was just a knockdown, drag out, 2 good football teams. When we come back, we'll hand out the Monarch hardware to the John Jay Mustangs. They win it tonight, 15-0.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio. Welcome to the Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights postgame show, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
Welcome back. Our final score, the John Jay Mustangs 15, the South San Bobcats nothing. Matt Roy standing by with the victorious Mustangs.
All right, guys, time to hand out some hardware. But first of all, 1-0 in district, the John Jay Mustangs. All right, so we're going to hand out the Little Caesars Player of the Game and the winning trophy for TNL, but I want to give a couple of quick shout-outs before we do Player of the Game. Caesar, hey, over here. I want to give quick shout-outs to number 3, Wallace Wellington. There we go, the game-sealing interception. Jaden Cassiano, another pick. And last but not least, Mr. Noah Allen with the fumble recovery. Shout out to the entire defense. Shutting out that team is no joke. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job, defense. But our player of the game had 144 yards last time I checked. He had a bunch of carries. He had 2 touchdowns. It is Mr. Brennan Oliver. Let's get up here. Little Caesars player of the game right there. Our pizza player of the game. Thank you. So this was obviously a defensive struggle here, Brennan. How'd you find the gaps? How'd you get in the end zone, win this game?
All due to my teammates. Chris, where you at, Chris? 22, come on, Martin. Oh, hell yeah, Chris.
There he is.
Hell yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it without him.
I love it. Plus, how about a quick shout out to the O-line creating all those gaps for you too. O-line, let's stand up, O-line. Yeah, O-line. All right, you guys are 1-0 in district. You're going for the playoffs for the third year in a row. Obviously, you've only been part of these 2. What's it mean to you to get 1-0 in district, start off on the right path?
You know, sophomore, this is the biggest game of the season. It was great. I was excited, and we got it done.
Yeah, you did. All right, congratulations, my man. Coach, take a seat for me there, my friend. Coach Gary Gutierrez is going to get him up here. Longtime John Jay Mustang coach. Coach, congratulations.
No, thank you.
Coach, let's talk about the defense first. Obviously, a shutout. It's hard to lose when you shut a team out. So what was going right for you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, I think our defensive line did a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage, and I think we were able to find some gaps, get our linebackers through to make some big stops. And so getting on 3rd and long, that's a hard offense to call. And so our defense was able to keep them on their heels, and we were fortunate enough to get them a punt and get some first downs and control the clock. 2
of the keys to the game that you gave us at the beginning of the week, don't turn the ball over. I don't know if we checked that one off, but you guys did run the damn ball. So what went right for you on offense to get this win?
Well, we ran the ball, kept the ball away from as much as we could, but our defense played well, and offense made things happen when we needed to. And so we're fortunate to come out with a win and be 1-0 in district play.
What does that mean, 1-0 in district play, as you guys go for to reclaim your title?
Well, I think everybody in 14-5A who starts out 1-0 has the goal of being the district champion. That's our goal, as it is for many other teams. So we got it alive, and we keep fighting for it.
I know. We're speak for everyone at TNL. We're looking forward to Week 10. Southwest is going to be a heck of a ball game on TNL on that week. Coach, congratulations. We got a trophy for you guys. Congratulations, John Jay. Let's go.
TNL. We're coming back to wrap it up after this.
Welcome to the Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights postgame show, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
So that's a wrap. The John Jay Mustangs 15, the South San Bobcats nothing. Brendan Oliver with a huge performance tonight, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 right up the middle as John Jay kind of celebrated getting off the schneid because it was 0-0 for a good long while in this football game. And then the 27-yarder to seal the deal down the sidelines. Very impressive night rushing the football for the John Jay Mustangs. He has got the hardware as our Monarch Trophy player of the game as the Mustangs celebrate tonight. We're celebrating because we got a good one coming up next week on TNL.
Sure do.
Alamo Heights Mules and Clemens Buffaloes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This game last year, and as talented as Alamo Heights was last year, they've got a lot of those guys coming back, and they have put together some kind of season so far this year. DK Garza toting the rock. He may have been the best player in that game we had last year. And then Clemens, they're building something nice over there too. And we got them last year when they had a lot of tragedy that they had to kind of battle through during the course of the week. So really looking forward to this one. Clean slate, new season. We'll see what gives on Thursday.
Can't wait for that one. TNL has been great so far. As we say, our slogan, the best players, the best teams, the best rivalries. And that will be again the case next week. Our executive producer is Dean Radla. Our director, Brian Watts, and all the great camera work from his crew. And of course, our producer extraordinaire, Chris Koffis. It's his show. We're just living in it. From our broadcast partner, Chuck Mikatinik, Matt Roy down on the sidelines, and our statistician whiz, Nick Funky Cole Medina. We'll see you back here next week on Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights. This is as good as it gets when it comes to rivalry. They snap it. Instead, they counter the other way, and Martinez is in. Draw, still on his feet inside the 5. He's going to score. Touchdown. Brandeis is on the board. Noah Logston just would not be denied.
It's a blessing and a dream, man. Ever since we was kids, we were sitting in the stands, 7th grade, and now we're here now, man. That's what we do. I love it.
Scrambling for his life, being chased, has the corner, and goes over the top. Well done, young man. Slant to Harrell. He's got Tony. Tony's got the corner, and you're not going to catch it. Ben Tony's second touchdown of the game. And just like that, the Patriots go back in front. Glass fakes and flips the reverse. It's a reverse pass. And it's caught for a touchdown. Melvin Kahn.
Yeah, really good design. Everybody biting. One block kick deserves another, right?
Still loose. Alamo Heights has it, but still not out of bounds. We can get a couple of points here. Another pitch, and they've got room. Miracle on the Mississippi.
You got to be kidding.
It's Max Bacon. Touchdown. He dances in. Christian Dupree
with the titanium feet.
Coordinators thinking 2 plays here. Ball's on the ground. Vogel's trying to make something out of nothing and does. He's still on his feet. Vogel to the 15, to the 10. Touchdown, Vogel! Talk about stick-to-itiveness. That play was blown up, and that young man just wouldn't give up. He keeps it. He's got the first down, and he's got more. Ferris off to the races, to the 10. Touchdown, Stevens Falcons. Throw to the corner, caught. Touchdown, Skelton. Tie ball game with the extra point to come. Ricky Stade and the Taft Raiders come from behind to pull off a huge win in district play. Glover's got it in the open field again, and he's gone. This one's going to the house. Jalen Glover, 73 yards. Throw it, little fade, caught, touchdown! Xavier Smith.
It goes right over the defender and makes a play.
What do they call that? You got mossed? Here's Bocanegra going to keep it himself. He's had success, goes right up the middle, and he's going to score his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. Uriah Bocanegra.
We're finding momentum right now, and I think my team, especially my linemen out there, blocking and getting me in that end zone.
We'll throw the slant. That ball's tipped and picked off by Dukes. It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes. Isaiah Hopewell to do the kick, but they fake it. They're going to have something good happen here. They throw it and complete it. Down the sideline. No flags. Touchdown, Judson Rockets.
Judson sideline. They are going nuts.
Right up the middle, big run, look out! Zachary Garcia to the house, touchdown Chargers! Guess who? To the 20, to the 15, breaking a tackle! William Reynolds is gonna score! What a performance by William Reynolds! Never really wanted to throw, now Will, going deep, what a catch! Brogan Dempsey, touchdown Chargers, what a catch!
My quarterback can just put it on me and my O-line can block for me, and the coaches can call the plays. So really it's everyone's doing their job, and it's a team effort to get in the end zone.
Estrada's gonna throws the slant, completes it, touchdown Jaguars, Gabe Simpson on the reception.
Whoop. And the second one,
that was
shake and bake.
Two men over there, has the wide open one in the end zone, and what a catch! Touchdown, Elisha Johnson. Man, athletic move to go up and get that football and snatch it away.
Big time arm, look at this. And what a thread of the needle.
We just got a special group of guys, and I love to do it.
How about them Jaguars?
You know what, I love my team, and I love this effort that they gave, and proud to bring this trophy back to our community.
Leadership to me is more than a title, it's a lifestyle. It's about being so passionate about what you do that you want to support your team and push them to reach your goals, as well as pushing yourself to reach your full potential and all your goals as well.
You guys do such a great job of spotlighting kids every single week. Being able to be on TNL is a great deal.
Jordan Dukes and the Judson Rockets, you are victorious. What are you going to do now?
That's fantastic. Dixon comes, reverses field. He's got speed. He's got the 40.
And then a little stutter step and whammo. Down the sideline for 6.
They'll pitch it, throw back to Fine, and he's got a man wide open downfield. Caught at the 45. Off to the races. Touchdown, Sotomayor. That one's picked off.
Steps right into the passing lane, and then that's just as good of a return.
Here's Glass, going over the middle. Picked off! A game-saving interception. Dietrich going deep. Got his man down there. Intercepted! Both sides of the ball, Boley. Holy moly! Sawyer Boley. Calhoun looks over the middle, has a man wide open. Caught at the 10, making a move, hurtling into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Glass looks right. Now he's got a man out there one-on-one. And he breaks the tackle to the 50. Thompson to the 20.